Hello everyone and welcome to another Versus video. I am BBD joined by
CVM.
And after a bit of a holiday hiatus,
Yeah.
we are back and ready to battle some more Magic. I am going to be battling with Abzan Aggro. It's a deck that I played at the Players Championship where I made the top 4, and I played it again in a PTQ last weekend where I made the top 2.
The old coveted second place at the PTQ.
Second place at the PTQ is exactly where you want to be, and that's where I was. But I think the deck's extremely powerful right now, and I really enjoy playing it, so that's what I'm battling with today. What did you bring to the table?
Maybe on a little boss Sly. So we're not doing deck tech since these decks are pretty well known at this point.
Yeah.
The Abzan Aggro is popular now. The boss Sly deck was pretty popular a little while ago. Kind of fell away, but recently done well in a couple IQs, so we figured we'd give it another shot. But it's just a mono red deck.
Yeah. So I said that my deck was fun and powerful. Would you say the same about yours?
It's definitely fun.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, who doesn't have fun casting such standard all-stars as Frenzied Goblin and Borderland Marauder? It's a 1-2 for 2.
All right, you convinced me. Dude, that's the red part of the cycle.
It is. It's the Red Squire.
It's the red. So they call him the Red Squire with abilities, but we'll overlook that. Yeah. But yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy our video. We're going to battle 5 games and see which of these 2 decks can come out on top.
Hopefully it's the red one.
Probably will be. All right, we are ready to begin our battles with the Morph game to determine which of us gets to be on the player draw.
All right, so Brian's going to be picking this time.
Last time CVM picked and lost, so...
I know, it's the first time.
I have yet to correctly pick a BBD token, so... I'm hoping that this time I can defy all odds.
All right, well, let's...
Oh, wow, even arranging them.
Yep, we're going to arrange them this time. Right like this.
Got it.
Oh, that's gross.
Always pick the one in the end. All right, I'll be on the play. Well, this hand looks real bad so far. Well, I kept this hand against... I kept this hand in the Players Championship.
5-land Abzan Charm, something else?
No.
Oh, the 6-land Abzan Charm.
6-land Abzan Charm. You know, I think I'm just going to run it back, so I'll keep. We'll run it back.
My hand isn't anything special, but I'm going to keep as well.
All right. I'll scry. I'll keep it on top. Go.
Oh, that's not good for us.
It's not that bad, though, really.
All right, well, I'm going to play Crusader and pass.
That's pretty good. All right, let's scry again, and I'm going to bottom a Sandstep Citadel. Could not bottom it fast enough. You're up.
All right. Well, I'm going to Dragon Mantle here.
Sure.
And draw a card.
Yep.
It's not a land. So we'll just attack for 2.
18.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go ahead.
All right, we're still in this game. Go.
All right. I'll draw. Ooh, we did draw a land, which is nice.
Lucky.
So I think here, so I have a couple different options. I can do this. Or I can just wait and play these out, which I think I am actually fine with. So I'll go to combat.
Okay. No blocks.
Just take 2.
16.
All right, I'll play 2 denizens and then pass. And hopefully we don't just get bile blitten.
I'll go to 14, draw 2, lose 2.
All right.
That was a very powerful 2 cards.
Hopefully they were just lands.
It's not a very powerful 2 cards. All right, I will Thoughtseize my opponent.
All right, I have 2 lightning strikes, a Titan Strength, a Hammer Hand, and a Dragon Mantle.
Oh, I don't think I could possibly win. I will take Well, let's take Hammer Hand there. And Offensa, you're up.
All right.
So I'm at 12.
Oh, you
No.
12. Yeah, you
No,
didn't have to
I'm
pay.
using
Yeah,
a
black, white, green.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so here I have to decide if I want to Titan Strength my Chrome Crusader and my upkeep. So what does that do? What would I be looking for if I did a Titan Strength there? Maybe another Titan Strength. Stoke the Flames would be good. Another land. It's going to trigger these. Okay, so if I Titan Strength and then Dragon Mantle, these guys will be 3s. So it's 6, 7, 8, 9. If you just block here. Actually, yeah, so I'm going to Titan Strength here in my upkeep.
Okay.
Scry. And it's actually a pretty good one, too. You have 5 cards.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you can call these cards, but I do have 5 cards.
So if he blocks one of these, is he just dead here? So this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Technically wouldn't be dead. Alright, I'm going to leave that there.
Okay.
Alright, we'll draw for our turn. So now I can do the Dragon Mantle, or I can sit on this. I think that I just want to Dragon Mantle here. Draw. Oh, we drew the land. Lucky. Alright, then I'll tackle everybody. So
I'm assuming I'm
these
dead.
guys are 3s.
Assuming I'm dead, but I'm going to block here.
Yeah, another Titan Strength.
Yep, I'm dead. Alright, we're back for game 2, and this time, but only this time, 6 lands Abzan Charm did not pan out. I feel like I had to have gotten really unlucky to lose. This is a lot better hand. So
It is.
Yeah, it is. I'm going to keep.
I don't know if this hand is good or not, to be completely honest. I don't know if I can mulligan these hands, but I feel like I have to. The problem with decks like this is when you have like these one land hands, you're like, yeah, well, I have like 3 plays, but it doesn't really do very much.
I hate to beat a dead horse here, but I want to state for the record, I would have never kept 6 lands Abzan Charm knowing my opponent was on mono red. Just want to throw that out there. In the dark,
All right,
though.
I think I'm going to mulligan this. This is close. I'm not sure if this is a hand that you have to mulligan, but I think it is.
Just like the mono dudes no second land hand.
Yeah. All right, we're back for the best 6 that I've ever seen. And that's not the case, but I will keep it.
Okay. All right, I'm going to start with a scry land here, and I am really interested in drawing land type cards, so I'm going to pray that this is
Bottom.
a land. And we'll leave that on top
Man,
and pass the turn.
it's not very nice.
Isn't it, though?
All right, so here I have to decide which one of these 1-drops is going to be best to cast. And I think that it's going to be this guy. Go ahead.
Triple on the old
Could be wrong,
Foundry Street,
but-
eh? Go.
Land. All right.
Lucky. See, I played this Urborg so that if CVM was a Magic Online opponent of mine, he would be really tilted trying to cast his spells here.
It's true.
He'd have to choose red or black for each of his
Thankfully,
lands.
this deck doesn't have Figure of Destiny in it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'd have to figure out which one of the 13 activated abilities we'd want to use.
Probably just all
I
of
think
them.
I'm just going to do this.
Okay.
Trigger. Trigger.
Yep.
Battle.
think I'm just going to kill the big one.
All right. Take your 1.
I will. I'm at 19.
Go ahead.
And draw. And I'll pass the turn. Okay.
Trigger.
I'll downfall it.
4.
Okay, 15.
Go.
All right, deck, cough it up.
No.
Not only was it a land, it doesn't even cause me to take any pain in casting this Rhino. All right, I go to 18, you go to 17.
Yep.
You're up. All right, now we're cooking. Now we're in the driver's seat. You gonna upkeep?
I think I want to.
Some Titan strength on that monastery supposed to be.
Like, I'm going to be doing it anyways this turn.
Frenzied Goblin.
Yeah, and Frenzied Goblin. So, yeah, we're going to strength,
Sure.
trigger, scry. And we don't want that one.
All right, and that was in his upkeep, so
Now we'll draw.
now he gets to draw before doing anything else.
Alright, well, we're going to attack, and he can't block.
All right, so 5, 6, 7. Is that right?
Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep, I go to 11.
Go ahead.
All right, deck, one more time. That's all I ask.
Rhino.
Oh, it was just perfect. It's just exactly what the doctor ordered here.
Wingmate Rock with Raid.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and wingmate you. I have to get a 10 to cast it, but I will put a accompanying penguin into play.
Yep.
You're up. I'm going to really hope I'm not just somehow dead this turn. It's like...
Okay. So I can... So I can make the token not be able to block, so if he wants to block, it has to be with his actual rock, which will help me from... Alright, so we'll go to combat.
Okay.
This guy can't block.
All right, so if he has another Titan Strength, this is a bad block. But if he doesn't have Titan Strength, this is just my best block because I'm losing this to like Lightning Strike anyway. And I think that it's best to just try to take as little damage as I can. So I'll block there.
Oh, I do have Titan Strength.
Okay.
So we'll scry. And I don't really want that at this point. I think I'm just looking for... Stoke the Flames.
All right, so I dropped to 8.
So 2 and go to 8. And I'll pass the turn.
All right, well, I'm going to begin things with Thoughtseize just to see what we got there. Lightning Strike. So you did have a Lightning Strike.
Yep. So it did 2 less damage.
6. 7. Well, I think that I am best off. Well, let's think this through. Yeah, I'll attack with Siege Rhino.
9.
Yep. I'll play another one. So 9 to 6.
Sure.
Go.
It's just real gross.
Yeah, my opening hand was Rock
Yeah,
Double
let's do
Rhino, so I was like, yeah, as long as we draw some lands. All right, we are back for sideboarding. For me, I cannot get Abzan Charm out of my deck fast enough.
Hey, it lets you draw 2 cards in the first game.
It did. It along with 6 lands was certainly a thing that didn't happen. But yeah, this card doesn't really kill any of his creatures, and losing life to draw cards isn't good against mono red, and putting 2 counters on my guys is okay, but it's not really what I want to be doing. So And then 4 Thoughtseize because these are probably my next worst card against him. And I want to bring in 4 Drowns, 2 Sworns, and a Murderous Cut. So it actually just is actually perfectly even. I get to cut 7 cards I don't want and bring in exactly the 7 cards that matter for my sideboard.
Lucky.
Very.
So for myself, I'm not sure if I want Eidolon of the Great Revel. My gut tells me no. Just because like his deck, while he does have some 2 and 3 mana spells, the majority of the cards that are going to be beating me are the 4 and 5 mana spells. So I just don't think that Eidolon is going to be very good. Plus, if I get in a situation where I do too much damage to myself with Eidolon, I could just easily die to a couple Rhinos being cast. So I am bringing in 3 Harness by Force and the Blinding Flare. I'm going to try cutting the Stoke the Flames. I think that in this type of matchup, my creatures are going to be dying fairly quickly, so I just want to get in as much damage as I can with them. And more than likely, I would have to cast this for 4 mana, and that hasn't happened yet. So
Yeah.
I think that we're going to try cutting Stoke and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, that makes perfect sense. Like, Stoke's great when your creatures are living. But I don't intend for that to happen.
Yeah,
So
so let's see what happens.
Okay.
All right. This hand is actually pretty sweet, so I'm going to keep it.
This hand is only okay. And even then, it's really actually not that good. But I'm willing to keep it as well.
So I have to decide which one of these is going to be better to play. So I'm going to end up playing all these during my first 2 turns, and I have to figure out which one is going to net the most damage. So this will be 1, 5, 6, and this will be 0. Yes, I think it's better just to lead on this Swift Spear.
19.
And it's your turn.
All right, that wasn't terrible. I'll lead with a...
Ooh, actually, I think it was better to lead on this Crusader. Actually, yeah, I play this instead.
20.
I did my math wrong. Yeah. So now I can do this.
Okay.
We're going to scry 1.
So
and
it's
this is gonna go to the
7
bottom.
damage.
Yeah, so it's 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. That seems much better than the alternative.
All right.
Go ahead.
I'll fetch down to 12.
And we bottomed this guy.
Well, I may be dead before I even cast anything, but I'm still going to attempt to cast stuff. This is an interesting scenario. I think that I have to just play a lion here, like this. Go.
So I think I just want to get this guy out here.
Okay.
And then I'll just attack with everything. Wish I had that Stoke the Flames now.
I'll block the goblin token. Go to 9.
So take 3, go to 9. Good.
I want to keep that Rabble Master at bay as much as I can. That was a bad draw. Go to 8. Go.
Alright, well that was probably the best draw that I could have.
Is it the old hammer hand?
It is. So I think that I just do it on the Akron Crusader, which also nets me another soldier. The other option is I could do it on my Goblin Rabble Master and target his Fleecemane Lion. That way...
I mean, I'm actually just dead.
Oh, are you just dead?
Because this is
matter how I do
2,
it?
4, 6, 7, 8.
Oh,
Even
yeah,
if I block...
even if you block- okay.
9,
Yeah, yeah.
actually, even if I block Rabble
Yeah,
Master.
right, fair enough. Yeah, just do it here.
Yeah.
On this guy... Like a soldier, go to combat, send everything, trigger.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm dead, regardless how I block. So. All right, we are back for game 4, and I'm on the play. Come on. So close. So close. All right, I have to mulligan this. It's only one land, but it does have all the best cards in my deck. So. All right, we are on 6 each.
That's not looking good.
No, it's not looking that great for me either.
Ugh.
I mean, I'm going to keep this, but this is kind of bad. I really need to draw some nice cards.
This is just real gross. The thing is, I don't think I can go to 5. I'm on the draw. Do I believe in the heart of the cards? Sure, I'll keep it.
I mean, I'm believing in the heart. Here we go.
The old Forest go.
Forest go.
All right, Mountain go.
Go. All right, take 5, 15.
Bottom. Go ahead.
Come on, deck. Yes. Yes. I would have 14, then 13 and cast banana.
And a Fenza.
Alright, if I didn't draw that Caves of Koilos, we were not in good shape. Lucky.
That's real gross.
Alright, Anafens, I'm gonna need you to do some serious work this game because we were already at 13. You're up.
Alright, upkeep.
Sure.
Scry.
Did you keep no creature all spells and get there with Monetary Sphere?
I did.
Yeah, I knew it. Knew it.
Do I keep this? I don't think I can keep this.
Alright, I'm taking 7 down to 6 because I know you have a hammer hand. So.
I'm gonna draw.
Oh, Blinding Flare. Okay. So I take 6 down to 7 then.
Go.
Lucky. Alright, deck.
Man, I could use the Stoke the Flames.
Yes.
And it's even Urborg? What did I do to deserve this?
Siege Rhino. Alright, 10 to 17. I knew I could count on Urborg to make an appearance. Go.
I mean, that's why you play 2, right?
Yeah, that's why I play 2.
Alright.
I'll do it.
Second main.
Sure. Up. Sure.
Go.
You don't want to jam your Foundry Street Denizen into my board?
I do not. You just go like land, attack, Wingmate Rock here. This is going to be real gross.
That's not what's going to happen.
I think winning this game is going to involve Harness by Force.
So I'm at 10. I'm 17. Now 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Man, this is actually tight because I want to take an aggressive line, but I think it's probably wrong. Go.
Trigger. Trigger.
Yep.
Combat.
Downfall Rebel Master.
Take any damage. Yes.
Alright, now that Rabble's off the table, I feel a little safer taking some lines of play. Okay, you're at 12.
Yeah.
Let's make that 9. And I'm at 13. You're up.
Well, I'm noticing a pattern. The games I can't kill you before you play double siege rhino, I usually lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just never do anything.
Okay. All right, game number 5. This one is for
All the marbles.
glory and bragging rights. And
Now, I did swap out these guys because they seemed terrible.
all right.
Brought Stoke the Flames back in, so
All
I
right.
figured there wasn't a single time that I could ever see this guy with the Scry on Titan Strength and want to keep it on top, so I figured I should just get it out of my deck.
Seems reasonable.
And this hand is just absolutely stains. But I think we're going to give it a shot.
All right. Well, this hand is okay, so I'm going to keep it.
Go.
It's not like the nut perfect or anything, but it's definitely a decent hand. We're going to quickly bottom that. We do not need any more of those. Titan strengthening.
Yeah, I'm going to Titan Strength in my upkeep.
Okay.
Yeah, this is fine.
16.
Go ahead. So it may seem weird to aggressively use the Titan Strength there, but I think that I just want to get in as much damage as I can before he starts using cards like Drowned Sorrow.
All right, we're going to go ahead and cast the Dealer of Death and pass it back.
Alright, we're just going to attack and make him not be able to block.
Okay, at 13.
And then I'll pass.
That was an awkward draw.
Drowned Sorrow?
$13.
You got a lot of cards over there.
I do have a lot of cards.
I don't.
You do not.
I only have 3. But I would like to point out that all of my mountains are returned to Ravnica and they match.
That's actually super fancy.
Patrick Sullivan would be proud.
Man, this is a tough decision. But
Why don't you show me what you got? I'll help.
oh, I'll show you what I got, alright.
Uh-oh.
Alright, attack.
Well, I cannot block.
Alright,
My Sorrow's being drowned.
yeah. I'll take a point to do it, though. 12. It's not what I wanted to do, but I think I was kind of forced into it based on the way I drew. You get to scry, though, and I don't think that I need this card, so I'll bottom it. You're up.
Alright, I will take a Goblin Rabble Master.
Yep, that's exactly what I don't want to see. Wow.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Unreal. Yeah. I'm at 7.
Your turn.
Rhino. At 8 or 10. You're at 15. Go.
I'll take another Hammer Hand. Or Harness by Force. Well, that's not bad either.
This game did not go very well. That Rabble plus Hammer Hand was real gross. Is it another Rabble?
It is.
Oh my god.
3. Yeah, so he'll be 5. And we'll trade with your Siege Rhino. But then another Drown kills me.
Yep.
Okay. So I think I kind of want to keep this Rebel Master around. Although, Drown is going to be bad news anyways. So I'll just go to combat. Triggers. Yeah.
Alright, I get a 7.
Pass.
I get a 6. Drown. I'll scry. Huh. So it's this card, Wingmate Rock. I mean, it's a good card. I don't think that I need this though. I think that I want to just have some more removal. So awkwardly enough, I'm going to bottom that. I'll scry again, and I'll bottom that too. You're up.
All right. Hopefully, it doesn't have another Siege Rhino. 'Cause that would be rough. And I'll just pass the turn.
All right. So I'm at 6.
Yeah.
I just drew another Siege Draw now. Double bottoming for the win.
I mean, I can't complain, right?
It's true.
Do you take any damage?
No.
All right.
9 to 12, go. I mean, my hand's pretty good. I think I'd probably go K even if I don't draw the Rhino.
And your turn off for you.
5. Don't harness plus Titan Strength me, bro. Good.
That's a weird turn.
That was a good draw.
Another Rhino or the land?
The land. I don't want to get stoked out of the game, so I'm going to play Sorin. And I want to cast this card before I plus the Sorin, but I don't want to just die to stoke, so I'll plus Sorin. Attack for 5. So 10 to 7, and then I'll go to 9. Cast Anthem's the Foremost. Go. This was my hand before I do the Rhino. I don't know if it would have been good enough or not, but...
Oh, it's only 6. I thought I needed 7 to strive this.
I just did. Yeah, that kills me.
Okay, it's actually 9.
Jeez.
I thought it was 3 and 4. I'm just like, man, I wish I had another land in my head. And then I read the card. This is poetic justice right here.
Is it? So I should just not cast this then. I should just not cast this.
to play around like my hand being exactly this, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I should just not cast it.
Yeah, like if you don't cast it, then I can. I guess I can take this and kill this, but I'm still not in good shape then at that point.
Yep. All right. We are here for the conclusion of our match. It was, I guess, some justice for CVM.
A little bit.
As he lost a match to Harness by Force off the top in an open back when Kanzatark here first came out.
The first tournament, actually.
First tournament, so...
Knocked me out of top 8 contention. Our deck was sweet, except we had Nyx Luis Ram instead of Drown and Sorrow for that tournament, which was definitely wrong.
I thought we had both, or was it just Rams?
I think we just had Rams.
Okay.
We had like 3 Rams.
I think there were...
Brad and Todd were on like 4 Drowns.
I thought we had like 2 Drowns and Rams, but either way.
Either way, I got my butt kicked.
Yeah. I could have won that game by just not playing the Anafenza, which I just didn't even think about that scenario.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would have been just a better play for me. There's no need to actually play it out there. But
although to be fair, I was masking the Harness very well because I didn't realize you could strive it for 6 mana.
True.
I thought you needed 7.
Yeah, that was kind of an exciting game. I thought I was really far ahead, but double Rabble plus Harness, and I died. So, but yeah, that was an interesting match. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I think the Abzan deck's really good. Yeah, even in this matchup, like I lost this match, but I mean I kept it extremely loose when game 1. So I mean, yeah, I think that generally speaking, I think Abzan's definitely favored in this matchup with 4 Drown and Sorrows.
The way that the matchup felt is The games that I win are either just complete blowouts where you don't have a shot,
Yeah.
or these types of games where it's just inch by inch and one lucky draw you win the game. But the games that I lose, I'm just like behind from the start because I'm not able to implement my game plan.
Yeah.
So when you have two decks that are like that, one being much more high variance than the other over a longer period of time, I think that the sustainable deck is going to end up being coming out on the top. Not as much as a lot of people would think, but I think it's still like, maybe 60-40, 55-45 in favor of the Abzan deck,
Yeah.
which is really about as good as you're going to get in the current standard format.
Yeah, if I played mono red in a tournament, I would feel like if I played mono red in a best of 3 versus a best of 5, my chances in the best of 5 would be just enormously higher, because I would have potentially 4 games with Drown and Sorrow in my deck.
Yep.
But in a best of 3, especially if my opponent's on the play and just crushes me game 1, I do have to win both post board games, one of them on the draw.
Yeah, they very easily could just do the same thing on the play. Like we saw multiple games on the play here. I just did 7 damage to you on turn 2, and you just are dead on turn 3 or 4.
Yeah, I even had fine hands those games. You just killed me really, really fast. So, yeah, that's definitely something that can happen. But yeah, I think that I actually don't know how well the boss slide deck is positioned right now. It really depends a lot on how many drowns people are playing.
Yeah.
I think that's a big deal.
I also think you can try and combat drown with cards like Hall of Triumph. There aren't any in this list, but usually you'll see 1 or 2. I think Tom was even playing one in his main for a while at some point last season when he was playing the deck.
Creatures with 2 toughness and hammer hands, another thing you can do against drowned.
Yep.
Holding open Titan strength,
Yeah, there's definitely ways to beat it.
It's still really bad though.
The big issue is that without the quality of creatures that you had before, it's really tough to win if your opponent gets 1 or 2 triggers off of a Courser Prefix.
Yes.
So, as we saw there, most games where he played a Siege Rhino, I might have had a chance, but then the second one was just the nail in the coffin. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't the full 6 life that was the issue, it was just 4 life or 5 life. So just getting a few triggers off of Courser Prefix could just take the game out of reach, and there really isn't much you can do about it yet. Yeah,
and it's not easy. Outside of Stoke, you don't have an easy way to get it off the board. Even if it blocks and you Titan Strength, that's still just an
you're
enormous.
Just 2 for 1-ing yourself.
Yeah, you're 2 for 1-ing yourself. Yeah, there are a lot of I think a lot of the Whip Courser decks are probably rough matchups for that deck. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Which is not really a place you want to be right now.
Yeah, I mean,
being as there are just a billion Whip decks everywhere.
Yeah.
But if they do start to go down, which usually Standard has a bit of an ebb and flow to it, so one type of deck will rise to the top, and then the format will adjust itself. So right now, I feel like it's Sultai, the Whip decks, Courser decks are at the top.
Yep.
It's going to adjust at some point to where the Whip decks won't be such a big majority, and at that point, I think that's when this deck might have a chance to shine.
Yeah, definitely. And people cut Drown and Sorrow too. If they're hey, I don't think I'm gonna play against mono red or tokens very much in this tournament, I'm just going to cut Drowns from my board, and then, even if they have Courser, and even if you 2 for 1 yourself to kill the Courser, if you don't have something like Drown to sweep the board, you can still win fairly easily a lot of the time.
Yeah, that's the other bad thing for this deck right now is that the tokens deck is pretty popular, which makes cards like Bile Blight and Drown and Sorrow just very good in general.
Yep.
So we're getting a little bit of splash damage. But as we see here, there's even games where they'll cast 2 Drown and Sorrows and you draw a sideboard card and win. So you can still win those games where the worst case scenario happens, which speaks a lot for the deck just being a bunch of red creatures.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes just aggression and burn spells will get the job done against anything. So regardless of how good or bad a matchup it actually is.
Absolutely. And that's Magic the Gathering, folks. That's why it's been around for 20 years.
Yep.
So thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us this week. This video should be going up right after the New Year.
Yes.
So Happy New Year to everybody. Hopefully you had a happy holidays. We'll be a little non-denominational in our video.
All right.
Since we're on the internet. But thanks so much for stopping by. Hope everybody had a happy New Year, a safe New Year's Eve. Make sure if you're out partying, you either have a designated driver or don't drive. Drunk driving's bad.
I mean, at this point, they're either in jail.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you didn't.
Hopefully you're not in jail. Hopefully you didn't, wreck and hit somebody and destroy someone's life or whatever. But yes, don't do that.
Absolutely. But. So for those of you that are watching on YouTube and not on StarCityGames.com, there should be some panels down below. You can click on some of our previous videos if you want to check out some other BBD versus CVMs, as well as make sure you like and subscribe. And comment. We definitely want to see what you guys want to see us playing.
Yep.
There's 2 weekends left before the pre-release. So spoiler season is in full swing. So maybe next week we'll try out some new cards, depending on how many are available.
Yeah.
We'll probably wait one more week, but we definitely want to see what kind of cards people want us to play. Obviously, we're going to be playing some of the Ugin because I think he's awesome.
Card's insane.
Yeah, so make sure you let us know what you want to see in the comments. And that's really about it.
I got nothing else.
All right. Thanks so much, guys. See you next week.
See ya.